This is an electric fly swatter. It instantly kills flies and mosquitoes that enter the grid. Interestingly, its battery voltage is only around 3 volts, like two AA 1.5 volt batteries or a 3.7 volts 18,650 cell. So how can such a low voltage kill flies? Take 3 volts as an example. The main reason it works is the internal circuit boosts at 2000s of volts. Then any fly entering the grid is doomed. Next, let's explain how it boosts the voltage 2000s of volts. Here's its circuit diagram. It boosts voltage twice. First, a transformer raises 3 volts to 450 volts. Then a voltage multiplier converts 450 volts to 1800 volts. Let's first see how the transformer boosts 3 volts to 450 volts. When we think of transformers, we usually think of AC. For example, 1 volt AC input on the left gives 10 volts AC output on the right. But here we have DC. How does the transformer boost that? This transformer uses magnetic oscillation. Normal transformers have 2 coils, but this one has 3. Besides the primary coil, it has a feedback coil. This setup generates AC. When the switch closes, current rises sharply. At first, the inductor resists current like an open circuit. Then resistance weakens and the transistor turns on. The CE current of the transistor gradually increases. This rising current induces a counter voltage in the coil. The feedback coil also induces voltage reversing current direction. So the transistor shuts off and CE current stops. This repeats, making the transformer cycle on and off. The secondary coil is thus induced with AC. The primary has only 8 turns while the secondary has 1200. So the secondary outputs a 450 volts peak AC. To simplify, we'll skip the left side of the circuit for now. The waveform of the secondary coil resembles a sine wave. Just a few components can boost 450 volts to 1800 volts. This is a 4x voltage multiplier. It may seem confusing at first. Let's first see how 2x multiplication works. The principle is the same. Here's the 2x multiplier diagram. It takes 450 volts peak AC as input. During the positive half cycle, the top is positive, bottom negative. Current flows this way. Since it's AC, it passes through the capacitor. D1 conducts, D2 is off like an open circuit. Capacitor C1 charges to 450 volts with positive on the left. During the negative half cycle, the polarity reverses and current flows this way. C2 charges to 900 volts as C1 and the supply combine to charge it. Their combined voltages make C2 hold 900 volts. That's how the 2x voltage is achieved. Add another capacitor and diode during the next positive cycle. Current flows like this. Now the power supply, C1 and C2 charge C3. But the supply and C1 have opposite polarity, canceling each other. So only C2 charges C3. C3 gets 900 V, C1 still holds 450 volts. In series, they give 1350 volts output. That's how 3x voltage is created. Finally, add one more capacitor and diode to get 4x voltage between these 2 points. It's simple. In the next negative half cycle, current flows like this. C3, C1 the power, and C2 all charge C4. But C2's polarity cancels the other's. Net voltage is 0. So C3 alone charges C4 to 900 volts. But the total voltage between the 2 points is 1800 volts. Since C2 also has 900 volts, the total is 1800 volts. That's how 4x voltage is made. Now, doesn't the electric swatter circuit seem simple? The grid between points A and B carries 1800 volts. A and B wires must not be on the same plane or they could shock someone. Only flies entering between the plates get killed. Lastly, this large resistor is for discharging. After switching off, the capacitor discharges through it. Otherwise, the grid stays charged for a long time. That's the end of the video. If you liked it, don't forget to give me a thumbs up.